The night had fallen heavier than usual on the remote village of Burama, a place whispered about for generations. The villagers said the darkness there had a pulse of its own, something alive, ancient, and hungry. But for Anya, a young woman fighting to protect her unborn child, this night would soon turn into a nightmare she could never have imagined. Anya had moved to the village with her husband Vikram only a week ago. They were promised a quiet home, far from the noise of the city, where she could spend the last months of her pregnancy peacefully. The house they rented stood in the middle of dense sugarcane fields, isolated but strangely perfect, until the first nightfall. That night, Anya woke up gasping for breath. A chilling cold had spread through the room, and for a moment she felt someone sitting at the edge of her bed. She blinked into the darkness, nothing but shadows. Yet she felt watched, followed, almost swallowed by an invisible force. She tried telling Vikram the next morning, but he brushed it off as pregnancy stress. "Just rest," he said. "There's nothing here." But Anya knew he was wrong. Because each night, something grew stronger. The next evening, the wind howled violently through the cane fields, sounding less like wind and more like whispers. Anya stood near the window, staring at the tall stalks swaying wildly. Suddenly, she noticed a figure, a woman, standing deep within the field. Her long hair blew in the wind, and her white eyes reflected the moonlight. Anya stumbled back, heart pounding. That night, she dreamt of a colossal stone face, hollow-eyed and cracked, emerging from the darkness. Its mouth was a gaping void, glowing with a strange yellow aura, and inside that glowing tunnel, she saw herself sitting, frightened, trapped. The vision was so vivid she woke up screaming. She told Vikram, but he seemed strangely distant, as though something in the village had already begun working on him too. The next day, Anya wandered deeper into the house and discovered a locked wooden door behind an old curtain. When she forced it open, she saw an underground entryway leading to an ancient chamber. Inside, she found old carvings, a giant face identical to the one from her dream. Its eyes were blind, its mouth wide open like it was devouring souls. Beneath it, etched in trembling handwriting, "Every 20 years, the cursed mother returns for what was taken from her." Her heart raced. Who was the cursed mother? Why was she returning? That night answered that question. Anya bolted awake again, this time to the sound of someone whispering her name. "Anya, Anya." She turned, and froze. A woman stood at the corner of the room, drenched as if she had just crawled out of a river. Her long fingers twitched unnaturally. Her face was cracked like dry earth, and her mouth seemed stitched until it suddenly tore open, revealing darkness within. Anya couldn't scream. She couldn't breathe. The woman stepped forward. "You have what is mine," she hissed. Suddenly the candle flames burst, and the woman vanished, but Anya felt a burning pain in her belly, as if something inside was reacting to the spirit's presence. The next morning, Vikram was gone. His shoes were at the door, but the fields revealed nothing. Anya ran outside screaming his name, but only the rustling cane answered back. As night approached, she locked every door and window. But when the clock struck midnight, the shadows began crawling across the walls like living creatures. The stone face from her dreams materialized, not physically, but as a monstrous presence filling the room. Its hollow eyes glowed. The air cracked like thunder. From the darkness stepped the woman again, this time even more distorted. Her body twisted, bones cracking as she approached. 20 years ago they took my child," she growled, her voice layered with echoes. "Now I will take yours." Anya stumbled backward, clutching her stomach. Tears streamed down her face. "Please, leave us alone." But the spirit smiled. A horrifying, broken smile. "You belong to me now." The walls began vibrating, the floor trembling like the entire house was sinking into another realm. Anya was pulled toward the glowing mouth-like void forming in the center of the room, the same one from her nightmares. The corrupted stone face emerged fully now, its immense size crushing the space. The glowing tunnel inside its mouth pulsed like a heartbeat. Anya screamed as the force pulled her closer. But then, something happened. From within her belly, a sudden warmth burst forward, spreading through her body. The glow from the void flickered. The spirit shrieked, stepping backward. Anya realized it wasn't just fear inside her, it was strength. "Stay away from my child," she shouted. Her voice echoed powerfully, shaking the chamber. The spirit lunged, but Anya pushed back with a force she didn't know she possessed. Light exploded from within her, filling the room. The stone face roared, cracking apart, and the glowing void collapsed into darkness. A final scream echoed, and then silence. Anya collapsed to the floor, trembling. When she opened her eyes again, she was lying outside the house, the dawn sun rising. The house behind her was gone. Nothing but burnt ground remained. The fields were silent. Vikram was never found. The villagers claimed they heard horrific screams that night, but none dared approach. When they found Anya walking back into the village at sunrise, they believed she had survived the curse. But Anya knew the truth. The spirit had been defeated, but not destroyed. Because sometimes, when she closed her eyes at night, she could still feel the ancient stone face watching her, waiting for the next cycle to begin. And deep inside, her unborn child would sometimes kick violently, as if reacting to something unseen. As if it remembered the battle. As if something had followed them back. The curse was not gone. It had only just begun.